Hi, everybody. It's Leslie Burns from Gold Crown Events talking to you about, of course, event planning. What else? But let's talk about finding the right nonprofit to volunteer with. I know a lot of you are offering your services free of charge to worthy nonprofits, but sometimes we have to look deeper into the cause or the nature of the business before we give our services away. I've heard a lot of horror stories about people offering their services to businesses and later documenting that with hours, billable hours or products that they've uh, given away, only to find that the nonprofit wasn't necessarily a fully functional nonprofit recognized by the state or the government. So here are some things that I would suggest when you are volunteering or offering your services. Um, for one, let's keep in mind volunteering is volunteering time. You are either leaving your home, leaving your business, and going to their place of business, or going to an event, a function that they might be having, something that you are helping them with, helping them to put on. You might be a volunteer for the night, or you might be supervising volunteers. You might also be helping them in just the day-to-day business. Maybe it's a soup kitchen and you're serving. Maybe it's a food pantry and you're packing vegetables or canned goods for them. These are all things that would be part of the nature of volunteering, and that would mean your time. You would also have things to record when you get back home to your business about the volunteering that you've done, which would be how far was it from your home. Put down that, record that, because that is mileage. That's something that you'll need later to document with the government on your taxes of what you've done as part of the volunteering for the other organization. Um, Also within the scope of that, then you might be making a craft or providing something to them, which would be a donated good. Um, in essence, how much would you be able to sell that for? How much would you realistically collect for that item? We don't want to set the bar too high. Oh, it's a $500 item. Would someone have actually paid 500? Are you normally selling it for 500? Whatever the number is, that's what you would record to on your taxes for that time period, however many of them you've donated. And of course, you want that nonprofit to give you a receipt for the donation. It's best if they also can give you a receipt for your time, how much time you've put in with them. But everyone has different record keeping methods and may or may not have time for that. As far as how to find the right nonprofit, okay, there are a couple rules here. In order for an organization to be considered a nonprofit, they have to have been given a statement by the government that says they are a 501c3, C like Charlie. That means that their organization has been deemed by the government as being legitimate, being a valid uh, charity or nonprofit for the good of someone else, for the good of others. Either it's children or seniors. It might be for the Cancer Society or Leukemia Foundation, or for animals. There are thousands of them. Many places like churches and schools are considered nonprofits. Hospitals are nonprofits, but it's the one-off business. Mary's Boys Shelter, or David's baskets, things like that. That someone says we're also a nonprofit. Well, it's easy to ask for the record because they are given a letter by the government, and that letter is public information and available to anyone who asks, so they can prove that they're a nonprofit. When you see that they have this document, then that is great. You can offer them any kind of free services, any kind of free time that you want, because on the back end, it is a tax write-off for you and your business. Of course, you would rather have that time for a paying client, but as many businesses do in the course of doing business, we also want to support nonprofits. We also want to give our time and give services to them. So you may have a limit. You may say, well, I give 10 hours each year, or I give up to $500 worth of goods and merchandise. That's fine. The limit is fine. That's your business decision. But in how to find the right nonprofit, that's the first thing, looking for the credentials given to them by the government. And then second, looking to see what their purpose is. Is it something that correlates with your personal interests? Are they servicing homeless? Are they servicing vets, meaning people who've served in the armed forces? Things that matter to you are the things that you should probably get most comfortable with helping out, because then it will be something you want to do repeatedly. So those are the ways that you would find the right nonprofit, and you would also give your time and be able to document that on your records. If you have any additional questions regarding how to find the right nonprofit, please reach out to me at goldcrowneventplanners.com. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you, and have a great day planning and working with your nonprofits.